Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 24. But even more important than that, Merry Christmas and Joyeux Noël, for Claire especially. It's Christmas morning, so I don't have family stuff until a little bit later today, and I have about a half an hour, so I thought I would come on and do the page for yesterday, for Christmas Eve. This is the back side. I'll be working on the back side of that page, so that makes my life a little easier because I don't have to do anything in particular. If you look on my right here, and I'm just getting the videos up here. If you look on my right, I have pulled anything for the 24th or 25th, including those with letters, and I was having a think, and I have a plan for these. I think. We'll see. We'll see if it works. But I pulled the cards for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I still have those December 2023 sitting here. I can use those in regular scrapbook layouts too. So, but anything that was very focused on that, or there was something here too that I thought I might be able to use. So we'll see. So I am actually going to use another one of those flip outs, but I'm going to work on the back side of it where there's just 4 photos. I'm assuming that I'm going to have quite a few pictures for tomorrow. So I figured, or for today, but to do tomorrow. So I figured I would kind of, do that. So stories from Joyeux Noël to you as well, Claire. And I don't think I got that completely pronounced properly, but I did the best I could. So stories, if you followed along with me for a while, especially last Christmas, you know this. My boyfriend and I, this is our 3rd Christmas that we've been together, but we have yet to celebrate Christmas together on Christmas, because 2 years ago he got exposed to COVID right before Christmas, and we were all pretty cautious, so I didn't see him until after Christmas. Oh, thanks, Claire. And then, oh, Scrappy Matilda, I'm glad you're made alive. And then last year he actually had COVID. He got it on the day before Christmas Eve on the 23rd. So this was us yesterday celebrating Christmas together, and we opened our own presents yesterday. We had a day the Green Bay Packers were on, which is our home team for Wisconsin. So we watched the Packers. This is actually a picture of the Dallas game. So there was a lot of, he has his Packer socks on. There was a lot of watching of football yesterday in my house, which does not normally occur except for, maybe 1 or 2 games. I also love this picture because you can see my tree, some of the living room decorations, you can see my cards and my table. So I kind of like that that's a snapshot of life. I made chili for us for dinner yesterday, and then I had promised him, they call it's an apple pie, but it's made in a jelly roll pan, so it's called an apple slab pie, so it's rectangular. I had never made a homemade pie crust before. I love to bake, but not pies. They scared me, and I made one yesterday, and I started out, so this is a funny picture, I started out incorporating the butter with the pastry blender, and it wasn't going well, because, this is like double the size of a regular pie, right? And then I remembered at the back of my head that I think you can do a pie crust in a Cuisinart, and it worked brilliantly. So I will never be afraid of a pie crust again. So anyway, so those are the stories from yesterday. I only have one specific Christmas Eve thing that I need to put on here. And then the card. Oh, actually there's 2. There's a second one right here. I don't know that I'll use both of those. And then I have Merry Christmases, Gathered Together. I do have Merry Christmas and To All a Good Night. So, I could pop one of those in here. The other thing I also found was this Fa La La Love, and I just like that because it's the 2 of us. So I think I don't want to really obscure my angel here on the Christmas tree. And it's kind of weird if I do it there. Maybe on the bottom here. This one I might leave as is. Obviously, I do need to get in a 24th here. I do have this green one, and I kind of like that. I also have this, and I've only used one of these. So maybe like that could go up there. Actually, I like the green better. I don't know if you guys have figured this out. I certainly have. I really like a darker background. Oh, Elizabeth, hello. Welcome. Merry Christmas. So I'm thinking this, like up here somewhere. Or do we want to do that? Like Mary, Mary. This could go over like here somewhere. I have Feliz Navidad. There's a Christmas morning sticker here. Oh, I also liked this if I did the banner, just because it's the two of us, but I think I'll save that. There's a 25 here that I can use too. So much stuff, right? I also did think about tucking in a tag somewhere too. Could I do one of those? It would probably have to be something like this one, or I could tuck it maybe that's what I do, is I do a little tucky here. Can I get the fa la 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 love on here? Because I want to, if I'm going to do this, I want to be able to use the twine. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Let's do that first. So when I do this, because I want to make sure that that sticks out, right? What I'll do is take my ATG and run the ATG around the rectangle, so that tag has to kind of stay where it is. I didn't check to make sure if I was going to need, I'm going to probably cut this one just a little bit, and it's need to happen on that side. So just like that. I felt something on the back side, and that was those little pieces that I did yesterday. Okay, then kind of really get that in there, and then I can tuck my tag grab our twine, and I've now solved that. I'll still look at the Hallmark movie one too, but I now have at least 2 pieces of twine sticking out of the top of my book. And then actually the thing that I like is I could tell this story of the 2 of us separately from everything else. I wonder if I cut this, if I could do, I think this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to trim this really close here. Pop this on here, and then what I'll do is I'll tell the story of our Christmases not together until this one. Okay, and I'm hoping, okay, it's good. I was a little concerned there that I might not have gotten this far enough away, but I did. Okay, so there's the fa la 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 love. And that will stick out here. Just like that. I could probably, well, although I'd have to take the, is I could probably, now that I look at this, I probably could pull this down a little bit and have it stick to that if I wanted to. I'm going to leave that. We'll figure this out. Okay, then I think I'll do the Mary, Mary, Mary on here. I don't love how burnt that looks, so that's why I keep thinking I want to do that up there. But I think it looks a little bit better down here. And can I get that on there too? Maybe. I could pull that December 24th there as well. Okay, pop that back there. A little heart up there would be good too. So, well, let's see. Let's think about that. All right. So then here, I'm going to go back and see if I can grab my baking stickers and see. Okay, there's one that says fresh from the oven. And there's one that says making a mess. That definitely was going on. Kind of like this butter, sugar, flour here. This one I probably want to leave as it is. Oh, actually, the special recipe would work really well on this because the reason I'm making this is my boyfriend's grandmother used to make it. So that's kind of important. Now it's not her recipe, but okay, so if we do that there, this one is kind of boring, so I'm thinking it might be nice to do something over the top of this. Oh, and I do have those 2 Christmas Eve stickers as well, too. Okay, so I'm playing around with this Merry Christmas and special recipe here because I think that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to do this. I need my little pokey tool here because then I can see it without my hand in the way. Yeah, I'm going to do this right down here together like that, except this needs to go under. And then I can tell the story of why I'm making this particular recipe for him. I've been telling him I would make this for a few years, but first of all, it's huge. So I said, I'm not making it just for the 2 of us. And then the other thing is I was scared by the pie crust. Okay. So there is this Christmas Eve. I think I am going to just put that there, but let me make sure I get it centered. And it kind of makes sense to do, or centered on this chest maybe. There we go. That's good. Okay, so I think this side is done. I still need to decide what to do with that 24. I also could do a number 24 somewhere too. I don't have to use that. So, and maybe that would be kind of cool if I could do a 24 down there. I'm changing my mind about this, even though I do like this green sticker a lot. And I think I do this every time, right? I look for the little red letters and then I don't have them. The little red numbers, I should say. Or I could do green. I think I do have red that I could do kind of down in here. Or if I had a green, that would be spectacular. Let's see. I do have green. Although if I put it here, it would make more sense to do the red. Let me see. I'm going to go back to these. These are my... good question. Christmas Eve journaling card and Christmas Day journaling card, which will come in tomorrow, are both from the Ellie Studio kits this year. And I had not mentioned it yet, so good question. Okay, so I'm thinking right here. Actually, I should put the 4 down first. There we go. I've said this, I haven't looked in a while, so I don't know if those are still available, but they might be. Okay. So I didn't do the butter sugar flour. I'm not going to because that's pretty big. And I think the fresh from the oven, I like the idea about that, but I'm probably not going to use that. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff over here, not so much over here. The question is, do I want to bring that in somewhere? Because I already have Merry Christmas there, so that feels like that's a little bit too much. Maybe I just need like some holly or some candy canes, Christmas trees, that kind of stuff. Here's some holly. I had another one, I'd stick it up here, but I don't know that I do. And I did say maybe a heart, but I think that won't stick on this very well. But maybe it will. Oh, it does. Okay. Yeah, this is a little tight. I might come back and rub some of this glue off. There we go. Yeah, those Ellie Studio journaling cards are my absolute favorite journaling cards to use. They're simple, they fit well, they do them in lots of fun colors. Okay, let's pop these in and see how things are looking. See if I need anything else. Okay, so this has to come in from the back side. So I'm not going to cut anything with these yet until I do the page tomorrow. Decide how that goes. Okay, so we got that one. This is a lot of brown on this. That was the one thing I was concerned about. So I'm going to keep all those stickers there because I don't quite know what's going to work and what's not going to work. This one definitely needs to be sliced at least a little bit. I'm going to do that because it's just not fitting in here very well. It actually just wasn't fitting in at all. So I know that needs to happen. Okay, then this one is going here. And then we can see how the page comes together. And maybe like another one of those hearts somewhere, or more hearts somewhere. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because I have a heart and I have a holly. It might be nice if I brought that in together a little bit more, because it feels a little disjointed at the moment. Okay, so what do I have? I have those. So that little special recipe one could go here. Actually, I think it could go there. Okay, I like that one better. So I'm going to pop that here. So at least I have a little bit of consistency where we, you know, at least we have hearts on opposite pages. So it doesn't look so disjointed. And I think that holly, I just like bringing that red and green from this page over here. This isn't upside down. Only I would probably know that, but it looked funny to me. Do I have another one of these puffies? I actually kind of like that little bow. That's silly, but I like it. I do have a flat bow as well, but it's in that kind of off green. And I think part of the reason I'm liking this bow too is that it's pulling something that looks a little bit more like this over here. Let me see if I have one. There's blue, pink, that off green. I'm looking for red. There's a red one. Okay, I'm thinking no, this feels like just too much stuff. As much as I like that red bow. I'm gonna leave the green one over here though. But I'll pull this back out. Pop that in there. And as long as I have this out, I might as well put these two together. Okay, another little trim here. And I think we're done. That is not staying tied very well. What I usually do if that starts to happen, here's the secret. Pull this out a little bit first. Is I usually just take a little ATG, pop it on there, retie it, and then it sticks. Okay, so there we go. That, and now you do see the back side of that here, but I'm okay with it. It doesn't look like it's part of it. I mean, if you wanted to, for some reason, if that really bothered you, you could cover the back of that tag, but I think I'm going to just leave it as is. That's one thing I was going to mention. Okay, so I did make at least a bit of a dent in all my stickers over here. Really, most of the stickers here were more Christmas Day related, but at least it's starting. There's a Happy New Year too that I'll have to remember as well. But anyway, so there's the page for today. You guys, whatever you're doing today, whether you've got big celebrations or small, quiet ones, just I hope you enjoy your day. I also want to tell you how very grateful I am for all of you. I think I mentioned it yesterday, but I'm going to mention again today that just the support that you give me for doing this, because this is just fun for me. It's not like I'm making money doing this, but it's just fun, and it's fun to share the process with you. And just, I talk about my internet friends. Some of you I've also met in person as well too. But I just so appreciate all of you and your feedback and your encouragement. So Merry Christmas to all of you. Take care. Now, hey, Tammy, you made it. Take care. Enjoy the day today, and I will be back again tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.